Hello, my friends. I'm going to be doing a cloud pour today, but first I have a new embellishment to show you. I made a video on this pour. It was a Dutch pour that I ended up blowing out to cover the whole canvas. And this is what I came up with as a way of embellishment, and I'm pretty pleased with it. I think it's quite pretty. So there you go. Now, cloud pour. I have about over 25 cloud pours in my cloud pour playlist, and I've used different recipes. I've had some success. In fact, I'll link my very favorite one up above here. But I don't have consistent results, so I want to try a new recipe. I'm using one from Bear's Den Acrylics. If you haven't seen any of his videos, please check him out. I'll put the link down below. He's a wonderful creative artist. His color sense is marvelous. He explains thoroughly all his instructions, and just a marvelous, kind man. You could just tell. So I would encourage you to check him out, subscribe to his channel, and support him. So here we go. Today I'll put the details down below as far as the cloud mix goes. It's a little detailed, but I'll put exactly what it is down below. The colors are just mixed two parts Floetrol, 1 part paint, and about a half a part of water just to thin. He uses the mix in his, but I don't have that, so I had to make do with what I have. Now, 3 of my colors are just mixed straight from the bottle. This is Modern Masters Pharaoh's Gold. I love this one. It's called English Brown, Modern Masters. This is Arteza's Pearl Lime Green. This is a mix of Soho Sap Green. I mixed it up and then it was just a little too dark, so I added some cloud mix to it to lighten it up. So we'll see what happens with that. And then this one is quite interesting, and it's Creative Inspirations, Payne's Gray, one of my favorite paints. Then I added, where is it? Here we go. Prism Pour Sea Monster to it, and oh my goodness, I hope you can see this color. I think it might be what some might call mysterious. It's very close to that color, I think. I don't know, I never had any myself, but it's a beautiful, beautiful blend. About 50-50. And if you're interested in Prism Pour paints, I do have a coupon code down below to save 20%. Okay, let's get started on this today. I'm going to start with, I think, the blue I made up. I like a dark center. Start with that. Maybe we'll go to the gold. That should be pretty together. A little bit of cloud mix. Now let's go to the no, sorry. Let's go to this lime green. Now maybe the other green. Not sure where to place the brown. I think I'll put it next to the what? To the gold, maybe? Maybe I should throw some cloud mix in here. I love that brown, but I'm just not sure. I think the gold would have been a good idea. But I got to get some in there, so let's put it in there now. With some greens. Much as I love blue, I do like green too, and I just don't use it as that much. Oops, I better put some of this in there. Gold, and then that brown. Back to the blue. Put the rest of that in there. This is a 16-inch round canvas. I'll throw some of the cloud mix in between the greens. Okay, and maybe we'll knock off the gold. And some more brown, and call that enough. That's pretty much everything. Except this. Okay. I think I have plenty of cloud mix in there. I'm not going to add any more. Okay. Now we shall pour and see what we get. I rarely bother putting down a base coat, so I don't know if that affects the cloud pour or not. I see a little chunk of something. The brown is not being shy, but isn't it pretty? And here comes some little cloudy looking things. And we're getting to the end here because here's the dark blue I started off with. Well, it's very earthy looking so far, the greens and blues and browns. I like it at this point. Okay. Come on now, reaching the end. All right, we'll call that done. Okay, well, that's pretty wild. Pretty wild in there. I think it's important to let it rest for a bit before you go tilting it. Kind of develops. Maybe I'll hit it with a torch. I remember seeing a chunk of something as I poured, but I don't see it now. wish I had something extra for a flow extender. I wonder if I do. Let's see. I have something here. This is actually polyacrylic mix left over, but I think I'm going to use it. Pour it around because I don't really want to lose all of that interesting stuff I've got going on there. So let's use this. Add a little water to it. Meanwhile, this is still percolating, and look at that. That's nice. Sorry, my friends, I should have had something like this standing by at the ready. Okay. I can see the value in this, but I don't see the purpose of putting a base coat down. And I've been doing this for, you know, over 5 years, so I do have some experience at it, and I just don't feel it's necessary. Unless you're using silicone, then it's not a bad idea. And certain techniques, of course, you have to, but something like this just doesn't make sense to me. If someone wants to explain the science to me, if I'm wrong, feel free. I'm just babbling now, sorry. Okay. All right, let's move it around. Cloud Mix, very reactive. It has satin enamel, DecoArt Satin Enamel in that. Some GAC 800, Floetrol, Artist Loft white, soft body, and a bit of water. Oh, now I see that chunk I was looking for earlier. It's right in the middle. Of course, let's get rid of that. Again, I'll put the exact recipe down below, as always, in the description box. Kind of like that dark blue. That was probably Payne's gray, but I don't have enough of it to leave as negative space, and I think I'd have too much paint on the surface if I left it. So this way a little bit. Look at those bouldery things. Wow. How interesting. Now, this is too squared off for me in the center there, so I'm going to have to change that up. But what do I want to do? How to fix it? I think I might run that blue all the way over to the edge. And back. Oh yeah, I like that. I'm happy to be maintaining this area over here though. That's kind of nice. But I have way too much paint on the surface. Something's got to give. Moving it all around, I keep ending up with a straight area there, but there, that's better. Now I've got some curvature to that line. I think I don't want to drip on here, but this thing here, I want to make that reach the edge as well. It looks like creatures, but I don't like the looks of that thing, so I'm going to make that come over here. I have to sacrifice some of those wonderful cloudy cells, but there, that's better. Wow. It's quite interesting. I like it. I'm not sure which orientation, it's hard to say at this point, but let me bring in for a closer look at this. Look at that interesting creature down here. I kind of like him. It looks like he's just hatched out of a primordial egg. There's all sorts of critters in here. There's one there as well. Wow, this is kind of a long video. I try to keep them under 15 minutes, and this one is nearly 20. But sometimes it takes a lot of work tilting to get it right. So there we go, my friends. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.